today at midnight last night, in fact, Disney decided to announce a number of things for Star Wars Galaxy's Edge, because everyone's up at midnight, right? And so it was a very busy morning, and it's been a very crazy day, and we have a lot of new information that we did not have about Star Wars Galaxy's Edge. So we wanted to do a panel discussion. We were going to do something else this week, but obviously this is really important, and so we want to talk about all the things that were announced today. And so joining me for the discussion, obviously everyone in this room. Who else do we have out there? We have Patrick Hackett. Is Patrick there?
Yeah.
Oh,
Patrick is volumeless.
Patrick is muted. Don't worry about it. All right. Tyler Mann.
And I made sure I'm unmuted.
Oh, there you go. Is Jason
You're
here?
so
No?
smart.
Oh,
Jason is not here.
Jason's not
I
here.
know.
That's fine. Oh,
Jason?
Force
I
Ghost
don't,
Jason.
I don't need to be here for this.
All right, that's
All
fine.
right.
Whatever. That's how we feel about most of the show. He makes it too easy. All right, so we're gonna try not to bore Michelle too much, but we're gonna talk about Star Wars stuff.
Star Wars, nothing but Star Wars.
Do you like Star Wars? I don't know.
Where are wars? Da, 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 da.
Yep, Bill Murray, Saturday Night Live.
I
Yeah.
like it.
Okay. You like
No,
Star Wars?
so Spaceballs
I
is
got
my
it.
autumn all-time favorite.
I mean, I love Spaceballs. I'm on board
and
with that.
I can quote that.
But regular Star.
But regular
like-
Star Wars is not nearly as good as Spaceballs.
Oh wow. I mean, I love Mel Brooks, but that hurts. Very well. All right, so there's a lot of stuff. I honestly don't even know where to begin. So I'm just going to go around and everybody tell me what is the thing that was announced or said today that is the most exciting to you. That seems like a good way to start. I'll be watching the chat. Those of you out there in the chat, I don't have the YouTube. Do you have the YouTube
I
chat?
have YouTube.
Cool. We're watching the chat, so if you want to make points, you want to have certain things you want us to talk about that were talked to or announced today in regards to Galaxy's Edge, please let us know. But
we get free roaming time when we're waiting in the queue in the Millennium Falcon.
you like
In the chess
roaming
room. I do.
in
I
other
like that.
other people's personal spaces.
Wow. I think that's a cool touch.
Nick.
I think it's cool that they give us a piece of the Falcon where we could just
That is neat.
hang out for a little bit.
Yeah.
You know, we're not waiting in a line there. It's just a
Yeah.
waiting queue area. We get to explore and probably interact
Mm.
with some things in there.
Can I point out something weird about that?
Yeah. Well,
That like you're going to be in there with other groups.
right.
Mm-hmm.
So we're not hiding that like the cockpit like goes away. Right? I mean, that's the
Yeah.
only thing I thought about. I know maybe there's just no way around that, but it just seems kind of weird. I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm still excited, but I'm surprised they didn't like figure out a way around that. But it probably isn't. Tyler, Patrick.
The Hondo audio animatronic. That is
Yeah.
definitely what I'm so excited about. It seems like the next evolution after the Shaman of Songs. It looks great.
I say food and drinks.
You're excited about food and drinks? Was there anything in particular you saw? There's a lot of.
Those everything sounded really.
I was gonna
well.
say there's a lot of things that look gluten free. So
Yeah.
that's good.
One of the
That's what I'm
things
excited about.
that I am absolutely the most excited about is that pod racer cooker that they're gonna have in the restaurant.
And there appears to be an animatronic robot working.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
that's
cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna. Yeah, it's
I'm
cool.
gonna.
I agree. I
I'm
think
gonna
that's
watch
very
some
cool.
sandwiches cook.
Yeah.
Tyler.
For me, it's all the interactive stuff they're teasing, like what you can do
Yeah.
with the Play app on your phone, all this kind of like hacking and sort of like discovering a story around the area, but also like that the cast members are trained in improv, or at least that's what they said.
Yeah.
So that everyone I'm talking to has their own like little backstory and stuff. I think that sounds
That's
really
cool,
fun. Like
yeah.
that's what I love to do at like murder mystery shows, is see how far I can push the people in the show. So that'll be really fun to do at a Disney park.
Oh my.
Yeah.
I want to go with you. Let me know when you're coming down. We'll go together because I
Sure,
want to watch that happen.
let's do it.
Wow.
Yay!
Date night.
Woohoo! Look at me, just getting all the dates.
Wow.
Woo!
I have some bad news for you. Anyway,
I mean,
moving on. This show is the worst. So anyway,
My personal matchmaking site. I mean, what are you talking about? It's great.
So obviously with me, if you know anything about me, I love merchandise.
Really?
And honestly,
Merchandise.
honestly, there was one thing I saw that was like a childhood fantasy come true, and that was the giant Captain Rex toy. That's gonna like interact, and it's one of the pre-built ones, which is sad. I wish I could build like a custom one and pick the colors and all those things. But the fact that you could buy a DJ Rex that's like this tall, and it plays music, it'll play whatever music you run through, and it'll talk, and it has light up eyes, and that's all I've ever wanted my entire life. Like as a kid, I was fairly young at the time. They sold a little Captain Rex. They had the little Hasbro action figure one. Then there's the little Star Speeder, but I don't know. Those were cool, but I always just wanted like a big. I had like the R2-D2 that drove around your floor and stuff, and I was always like, well, they'll never make a Captain Rex like that, and now they have, and so
Yay.
that's everything I ever wanted.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, those droids are insane. That's going to be so much fun to have those.
Oh, I'm so excited. I'm gonna own too many of them.
And
They're
Rex,
so
like-
big. I'm gonna run out of room.
You're a Jedi, Tommy.
He like plays
You're gonna
music.
need to put like an extra level of shelves, like around here, to put all the droids.
Probably.
Yeah.
There's kind of a studio in the way.
But that's why I'm saying up high.
Well, I used to have a second bedroom.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're in it.
Well, so I mean, the droids are going to like interact with the environment
That's what
too,
it says, yeah.
around the park.
That's what it says.
Yeah, I mean that's insane.
They have all this info about Galaxy's Edge, but we still don't have an opening date for Disneyland. Soon. Sooner than you think.
Somebody in the chat brought up a great point that they should have done like an Eisner era special on it. That would have been just like
I mean, I would watch
the
that.
cherry on top.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of the chat is saying like they're revealing too much, but like back
Everybody
in the day-
complained before today, though, that they hadn't revealed enough, right? I mean, that was...
That's how it goes.
Well, I mean, I think like to me, I guess not too much was revealed about the Falcon that we didn't know. Like, I mean, there was
That
a few
one,
things,
I mean, 'cause it's
but we knew a
mostly
lot about
screen.
it, right?
Yeah.
But the Rise Against the Resistance, Rise of the Resistance,
Rise
or
of the
again?
Resistance. Yeah.
Of
Rise of the Resistance.
of the Resistance. Yeah, I mean the whole story in Q area,
Yeah.
and then explaining how you're going to walk past the Falcon, and then you're going to be able to see it out the window, like how it explains you getting into it because you're going to see it being put into the docking bay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That makes a lot of sense now, and just just the different little things that we've learned now. And the Rise Against Resistance thing is like, I don't know. They were talking about you're gonna see Rey's hologram, and then
That's cool.
go past Poe Dameron. He's gonna
Yeah.
come out there and like fly with you and on the mission, and it looks incredible. It looks absolutely incredible, and I'm super excited about that.
I love anything hologram.
What does that mean?
I don't know. It's freaking cool.
I like
I want to be.
They are doing holograms, yeah.
I like
They
how
have supposedly like figured out holograms.
Yeah.
There's a couple of hologram
the
characters.
chess
yeah.
table might be maybe.
That would make
I
sense.
don't know if they can do it
Oh,
with the
man.
chess table because you need like
Oh.
a tube. A lot of the other ones
Yeah.
are like tube things. If it is
Something
the
with
chess
glass.
table, that would be unbelievable. But I doubt it because you can put your hand on the chess table.
Mm.
I don't think it's gonna happen. But yeah,
I'm
Water
surprised no one
screens.
no one's brought up the cosplay. I'm astounded that they're letting people go in costume. I can't
Yeah.
wait to see what's going to happen.
well, that's the whole thing. I mean, you're supposed to live your own Star Wars adventure, so I mean, you got to dress for it, right? I still don't know if that's not going to include
Hot and
masks.
sweaty.
Like, obviously,
Okay.
I don't
They
think that
can't.
includes
Yeah.
masks, but anything but masks, I think, is completely fair.
I
So-
could dress like Ray.
Where's the line gonna draw? I mean, like, are they
Mask, your face has to be out.
gonna? Yeah, but right now I can't go to a park dressed in Jedi robes, right?
I don't know. Well, I saw kids
Kids
the other
do,
night
but
coming
no,
out
you
of
can't. I mean,
Magic
you're
Kingdom.
gonna be able to get an adult robe, yeah.
Okay, so I have to buy it there. Can I go? Can I
That's
show
a
up all
great
dressed
question.
up?
No,
That's
if you
kind-
bought the robe from there, they're gonna let you in with
Right.
it.
But can I
Yeah.
go dressed as
Are you
Kylo
gonna have
Ren?
I
to
believe
change?
so. They said costumes are
Yeah.
allowed.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
As
you
a
might have to take it
cosplayer-
off going through security to come
Yeah,
in,
you're
but
gonna have to.
they might make it like a robe. They'll probably make you take off and put on the table or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
as a cosplayer, the rules are pretty much like if it's not what's in the parks, like as long as no one's going to confuse you for somebody. But then like with all the mix and match of like the cast member costumes, it's already like going to be kind of confusing who works there and
Oh yeah.
who's just somebody in a costume. But as
That's
lot
why
like
they needed
I've
name
had friends. I've had friends try and come in with like wigs, and they'd be like, "No," but then if it like looks enough like your hair, they wouldn't even say anything. So it's pretty vague, and right now, honestly, they will have to figure it out a little bit before that happens.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm excited for a Plo Koon and a
Shock
Mace
T.
Windu
Isn't it
bust.
Shock T?
Shock T. Yeah,
I
don't
thought that
think
was
that's
the other
Shock
bust.
T.
Do we have images?
Yeah.
We have images, don't we?
Yeah.
Remember, we spent an hour loading these images in.
We.
Remember, Cameron spent an hour loading these images in.
I think you thought
He's
Yoda had a
play.
weird smirk. I think that's just like
Yoda
a
has a
double-
big smile.
No. It's just a look at it closely. It's a double chin type situation there. It's wrinkles.
Maybe.
No,
It looks like
no, it
Yoda's
isn't.
like
It's
laughing
really
I have come to that
hysterically.
conclusion. His mouth is closed.
His mouth
It looks
is
like he has a
closed,
Santa
yeah.
beard. It looks like a
we
Santa
talked
beard.
Yoda looks like yogurt.
Yoda looks like he's
I
seen.
love
What?
yogurt.
Yoda looks like
Toy
he's seen the
Story.
queue outside of
Even
the
with
land.
raspberries.
Just plain yogurt.
Yeah.
This is some cool stuff, though.
Yeah.
I think like some of this is going to be replicas of stuff you'll find in those caves and stuff, maybe. But
This
either
looks
way,
awesome.
it's cool. There is. I want to talk about something briefly, though, and I can't believe I'm going to talk about this. There is a really strong connection to Wizarding World of Harry Potter with all this.
Yeah.
And that Scott Trowbridge worked on Wizarding World of Harry Potter, and he's the head on this, so that's bound to happen. Not in the attractions, but in the shop specifically, if you really think about this. Harry Potter, there's wand shop, lightsaber shop. They have a store that supposedly sells pets, that is a plush store. In here, there is a store that supposedly sells animals, that is a plush store. There is this, what is it, Borgin and Burke's, whatever, that sells like the weird artifacty type stuff. There, like we just showed, is a store that has the weird artifacty type stuff. The stores are segmented in a very similar fashion to Wizarding World of Harry Potter. And I mean, he's worked on both, so I understand that. And it's a good business model, maybe.
Do they have the interactive, like in Harry Potter, where if you buy the wand, you do some things and things happen?
Yeah, that's what happens, yeah.
So are they going to have that with the lightsabers?
We don't know. They haven't said. The droids, they've
I
said
would
are
say the
interactive.
droids.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
But lightsabers, you would think.
Yeah.
They're going to be expensive, supposedly. And so you would think they're going to do something.
I would hope so. Somebody dropped something.
Patrick, you okay over there?
I'm good.
Okay.
Patrick heard expensive lightsabers, just fell over.
No, I went to get mine.
Patrick, are you ready for this? Let me know when you're ready for this.
Where'd my Switch go?
Light it up.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Can I bring this?
Probably not.
They sell that. Why wouldn't you
They
be able
don't
to
sell
bring
this.
that? Didn't they?
This is
They
the,
sold that when the movie came out, no?
Yeah, I thought they did.
No,
Comes in
this
the-
is the movie effect one, like the step below. Ooh, the real professional one. But that's what I'm wondering. Can I
Sorry.
bring something like this?
Sorry.
Are we having a contest?
Oh,
I
wow.
couldn't hear you over the sound of mine. Oh, it
Wow.
didn't turn off by itself.
And back to Patrick.
It's as big
Your
as mine.
Schwartz is as big as mine.
Wow. All right, the measuring contest has gone on long enough. Wow.
Oh, I'm so excited.
Oh, man. Someone asked if Michelle
I mean-
just watched Spaceballs last night.
No.
Oh.
Why?
I have a question. How early do you think people will be allowed to start camping out
Spaceballs
outside of the Hollywood Studios entrance? I don't know. I don't think they know what they're going to allow. I don't know. I don't know how long someone's willing. My question is, how long is the first person willing to be out there? Because Star Wars already, people with movie tickets already will just sit outside of a movie theater for
Right.
days. So this is, I mean, I know we're park people, but as a Star Wars fan, I think this is considerably bigger than a movie opening. This is the
Yes.
chance to
Yeah.
go live in the movie. I mean, that should be the ultimate as a fan, whether you're a park person or not. There's no way this isn't the biggest Star Wars thing that's ever happened.
Flashbacks to the Harry Potter crowd when that first opened.
Yeah.
That's gonna look like
Yeah.
nothing. Not to be mean.
Yeah, Harry
but
Potter doesn't have
that wasn't
the
Disney.
gears built
It
in.
wasn't Star Wars. I'm not saying Harry Potter doesn't have a huge following, because it does. But I think the fact that it's Universal hurts it, and it's not Star Wars. I think those two things make it a smaller crowd, for sure. Yeah. I think it's a whole different beast.
I would personally I would go with the expectation of being like, okay, I'm gonna spend 90% of my day waiting in a line to go on these two rides. Like I would clear a whole day just to go, because that's probably going to be the lineups. Is easily going to be more than
Yeah.
3 hours. I mean, that Slinky Dog is still like sometimes reaches that wait time on a
90 minutes,
normal day now, right?
Yeah.
But I would go just being like, you know what? I know I'm going to be in a line for 4 hours. I will bring a book or something. Like, I would just do as whatever I could within that day, and then like I can say I did everything.
Well, that's why you have the Play app. Interact with the queue.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. I'm really happy for all that.
Yeah.
I was disappointed by that in Avatar that there wasn't anything, knowing that they were going to have lines like that. They made the line long enough, but not enough to keep people entertained well in that line until you get to like the research facility at the end of the area. But I don't know. I'm happy for all that interactivity.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
so-
I want to say about the queues. I mean, my expectation was pretty much, Flight of Passage has the most amazing queue I think I've ever seen. My expectation was Star Wars will trump that.
Oh, yeah.
And what we saw and heard today, it obviously will. And they both have queues that seem to be of that level and size and story. And so, I mean, the one thing I'll say that's nice about Disney is they've understood that they're going to have multi-hour lines for things. And regardless of that, they've found ways to, at least your first time through, where it might actually be kind of cool. So if you wait a couple hours for Rise of the Resistance, there might be enough stuff to see in all those different rooms where you might enjoy that first time through, even if it is a couple hours. And like the fact that it mentioned that they actually have a room where it's like, oh, the rocks just happen to be at a level where you could sit on them. And like knowing like we need to have places people can sit for a while.
Thank goodness.
Yeah. I'm glad they thought of that. There's
Bathroom?
lots of water fountains. Maybe there is a bathroom in the middle of the queue. If there are seats, I don't think that's an unreasonable thought.
Yeah.
Maybe
Yeah.
it's the first one.
I mean, you
Totally
are the
possible.
Resistance base. I mean, it wouldn't be out of character of
To
the
have a
area
restroom? No.
restroom. Yeah.
And if if you've built a 6-hour queue,
Yeah.
then you build a restroom in there, sure. Yeah, it makes sense.
That would be
to
a
me.
first.
That would be.
Oh yeah.
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 Yeah. Technically, Indiana Jones has one, but it's not supposed to be used by guests. It's like for emergencies. It's mostly for cast members because it's so far away from the rest of the park. It needed to be there. But some guests have said they have used it. But anyway. How long will the queues be? That's just a guess. I don't actually have that information. My guess is 6 hours. If Flight was built to hold, what was Flight built to hold? Was it 3? Is it 3 hours of queue before it spills into overflow? I guess you would build double for Rise. That would be my thought, but I don't have those numbers. I think I missed some stuff in chat. Anything in the YouTube chat of interest, Michelle?
We're talking Spaceballs.
Of course. Of course.
So, Tom, the name of that one particular, the Docking Bay 7. I feel $12,000 tours. They actually took the donut cookie that we mentioned in our Fate commercial and made a donut cookie. And now, Docking Bay 7. Yeah, 7.
It's yeah.
Perhaps.
I don't know anything. I don't know about it.
I don't know anything, he says with a big smile on his face.
I don't know anything about it. Let's move on. Mateo said, I'm the first person. I'll wait as long as I need to. I'm not joking. I won't cave. Good luck, Mateo. I will be the last person.
As a local, I have a very different perspective.
What is your local perspective?
I will be blocking off a week, probably not the first week, but some week at some point,
Yeah.
to go and enjoy it. Wait as long as I need to for each ride, do each experience.
Let me ask this.
Sure.
We're going to go around. What would you pay for a preview? And I'll set the parameters.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Nothing has a line. It's you and like 100 people, let's say.
Wow.
That's it?
Let's say.
Do I get to shop?
Everything's open. Everything's open. 100 people. What is that worth to you? What is the most you would pay?
For how long do I get access to
$699.
this?
Oh, hours. I do have to set hours.
Oh, you're way short.
6.
That's what I would pay.
6 hours. 6 hours,
Wow.
almost
Oh.
no people.
Oh, wow.
I want to go around the horn. Around the hub, perhaps.
Michelle?
$1,200.
$1,200, says Michelle.
You just doubled the hours.
6 hours, 100 people. There's a lot of deep thought happening over there.
There is. Like,
Wow.
what was, because I know I'm spending a couple grand on merch. So, and then food. And then, like I know I'm spending, like I know all that's going to be. I mean, the first number that came into my head was like $3,000.
That's exactly what I thought.
Yeah.
I figured $500 an hour.
Wow.
The way that I see it is the incredibly VIP tour at Magic Kingdom is $12,000.
Yeah.
And it's up to 6 people, so you divide that by 6, $2,000 each.
Yeah.
I would say personally that an experience like that is more or less equivalent to what I would be willing to pay for that VIP tour.
So
it's about
$12,000.
So I'm gonna go $2,000.
Oh, 2,000.
I'm not going with
That's one of
$12,000.
60.
Absolutely not. I'm not taking out a bank loan for this. I will go with $2,000.
We got $399 and $500 in the chat so far.
The actual retail price is.
$49,900. No, Patrick.
Do you get the whole kit and caboodle? Are you getting time in the hotel as well?
Oh.
No, the
That
hotel isn't
adds to
open
it.
yet. Hotel is.
All right,
is
so hotel
later.
isn't open.
Yeah.
I think $3,000 to $4,000 is reasonable, and if any game shows are casting right now, just let me know.
Patrick needs Star Wars money. Tyler, what are you
Very
paying?
much.
Oh my gosh, I don't know. Part of me was like five. How much would I want to pay for that? $500.
Yeah.
How much is Disney going to probably?
What is
charge?
the highest amount they can go where you're still going to click the buy button?
I'd say like 1,000 maybe. I don't know if it's
Okay.
included.
You broke up. What?
What was that? What's included?
Is lunch included?
Oh, yeah,
Those tours, they always come
food,
with
as
lunch.
much food as you want, sure.
Oh, then yeah, like
No alcohol.
15.
No alcohol.
1,500 probably. 1,500. 15
Like
and
you
one.
can try the food, all that kind of stuff. Yeah.
Oh
Like
yeah,
the
if,
Pixar
like,
Pier,
all the food
because
is
that's like the Pixar Pier event was like that, where they gave us coupons to get food and all that kind of stuff. I say 3,000. I think that's actually where I think it's gonna. But let's be honest, Nick, especially Nick, I'm thinking, if it was higher, you're probably still gonna click buy. I think.
What did you say? 3,000? You said 3,000.
Yeah, he said 3.
Gosh.
It would be real hard not to.
Well, it depends on.
like,
how much
let's
I-
also set the parameter.
no.
Like, let's say you're the first 100 people.
Right. Okay.
Oh,
I also have another point.
Go ahead.
We are all locals. We will be getting access to this.
I still said I'll pay $3,000 as a local.
Bob Schaefer
As
is
a
listening,
local,
by
you
the
would
way.
pay $3,000 for
I-
this.
To be in the first
Yeah.
100 people with no one in there?
Yeah. It's
Yeah.
a. It's a.
we're not all
It's a
local.
thing. It's a,
I mean, I have
but
a
just
work
from my
incentive,
perspective.
maybe, but those first ride vehicles are maybe worth more than that.
You didn't cut to me, but I'm eating Tim Hortons donuts right now.
You are the most Canadian
Now we
person
are.
I've ever met.
now the one thing.
Are you wearing a Hudson's Bay shirt? No. All right.
That's
Okay.
awesome.
The one variable that technically slightly diminishes that is Disneyland will have been open for a few months
oh.
in this case because we're assume we're talking about the Walt Disney World version.
I
in
meant
this
either.
scenario. But,
I meant
yeah.
either.
So I mean either. Yeah, I'm going out there. That's extra cash to get out there. So that's a problem. No, but I mean, you say I would for more than $3,000, but what I'm thinking is $3,000 seems in the ballpark for something like this. That's the first number that came to my head, and I mean reasonably going up any higher than that, I wouldn't be able to actually afford that. That's the other problem. I mean,
Yeah.
I need to.
You need to get a Disney credit card.
Yeah, yeah.
That's the scary thing I think that might happen is I think a
Yeah.
lot of people are going to be like, I need to do this, and are going to like jump and get credit cards
Yeah.
or whatever else they need to do
Yeah.
to make this happen. Maybe it is a once in a lifetime thing. I mean, I don't know. But that's interesting. But anyway, we should get back to talking about the land. I just wanted to, I've been curious because we're getting real close to those things being announced. And so I just wanted to know. I have not heard pricing. I've heard other things, but I don't know pricing. So they're definitely previews, and they're definitely paid, and that's what I know so far.
So one of my the other thing I'm really excited about, obviously besides the attractions itself, is just the idea of the immersive environment. I mean, I'm looking at this droid shop, and there's going to be these droids around there. I assume they're going to be moving a little bit. The whole idea that the shopkeepers will be authentic like creatures of some sort, that
Yeah.
you're going to be able to encounter. The fact that it's set up like you're not just going in there to buy stuff. I mean, it's part of your buying stuff becomes part of the story, like we talked about for Harry Potter, and that's a whole different thing. I mean, that goes into the that they came pretty close to that with Pandora. With the whole idea of the Banshee and going through the whole process to adopt the Banshee. I mean, that's cool. The one thing I do hope they stick to, I hope they, because Pandora, we started seeing that merchandise creep outside of the land.
Yeah.
I hope
Good
they
call.
don't do that. Stick to it.
I
Don't.
feel like Lucasfilm will fight them.
Good. Don't bring this merchandise outside
Yeah.
of the land.
Yeah.
That ruins the specialness of that merchandise a little
Yeah.
bit.
Well, they've said
I
there
wouldn't put it
will
past them.
absolutely not be any Star Wars branded merchandise.
Right.
So there will not be any of the generic Star Wars stuff. There will be no items that do not fit in the land.
Not going to be able to buy an action figure.
I would think
Well, like
not
the
unless it's like
Hasbro,
a
right, the
handmade.
Hasbro
Yeah. No,
Black
those will be
Series.
outside. There'll be
Right.
stores in the rest of the park
Right.
that will do that.
Yeah.
That's why I said people kept saying, "Oh, Star Wars Launch Bay is going to close." Star Wars Launch Bay isn't going anywhere anytime soon because they still need a place to sell generic garbage, and so
That's
yeah.
That's super
Yeah.
unfortunate. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, it serves.
I mean,
a
there's
different
no meet
purpose.
and
It's a
greets
good
in
way
the
to
land,
promote
right?
future films, and I don't know. Launch Bay is the worst thing in the world. I don't like where it is, but other than that, it's not the worst thing. As a fan, very critical of the new trilogy and prequels. The news over the last 24 hours definitely won me over on Galaxy's Edge. I don't know how you wouldn't be. I mean, I know the last year and a half or so, we've done shows and stuff. I've been on the negative side, absolutely. It has been a rough year and a half. There's been a lot of junk, honestly. This is the first thing in a while we're looking at where I'm very impressed and excited at what we're seeing, and I can't imagine we're going to be disappointed. Other than logistics, but I mean, there's only so much they can do. The demand is just, you built 14 acres. I don't know how much more space you can possibly actually devote to something. It's a lot of room. Star Tours sticking around for the foreseeable future? Probably. I mean, you're not going to lose capacity in that park after that opens. Everything else in studios has got to open before Galaxy's Edge. They got to have Runaway Railway before that.
I wonder if there'll be a spa in the hotel where you get to go in one of why is the name escaping me?
The tank.
Yeah, the back to tank. Thank you.
Yep.
That'd be cool.
That sounds like a big
Like a spa treatment.
Yeah, spa treatment in the back to tank.
Yeah. Why not?
No, I was just looking
Sure.
at it because it looks like they have some sort of tank here in one of the shops.
You've brought up an interesting thing though. You brought up the hotel. Does anyone remember the Disneyland 60th TV special?
Yes.
So Harrison Ford stood on stage. He talked about all the things that are going to be in the land. And he mentioned a dinner show. Dinner show's not here. I wonder where it could be.
Were we gonna get B. Arthur singing at us? Because that would have been amazing. It's not the end, friend.
Wow.
That's a holiday special reference. For everybody.
We know.
I would have loved that.
But the dinner show's gone.
I mean,
So
that's
those
not
are
what
all. They at some point were like, we can't handle the dinner show. Let's open. How many count? Was it 4 counter service? I mean, the cantinas kind of sit down. Although there's not a lot of
That's what I
seats
was
because they want
comparing.
people to keep moving. So what? It's Oga's Cantina, Docking Bay 7.
7.
Yeah, 7. Roasters.
Yeah.
There's the
Milk truck.
roasted
Roasters.
milk truck.
Truck.
What am I missing?
The
There's the
popcorn
popcorn
stand,
place.
yeah.
The
Oh, I'm
Kasaka.
so hyped for that popcorn.
Kasaka, yeah.
Which one?
does
Kasaka
look
kettle.
real good.
Kasaka's kettle.
Which one's the food truck?
Oh, Docking
mean
Bay
those
7.
ones?
That's the one that's run by Cookie Tubbs or whatever. What was the name? Cookie. Why does the word cookie exist in Star Wars? Cookie.
Because even
Cookie
in outer
tugs.
space, people love cookies.
They love them cookie tugs.
Oh, the souvenir. They're gonna have souvenir mugs.
They are. They said that.
Oh yeah.
Lots of them.
Popcorn
probably.
buckets.
Popcorn buckets.
Oh.
They're
Yep.
gonna have to,
Yes.
right?
I love it. We're all excited by the things that we should just have assumed were there. Popcorn pins. Oh, oh,
I got real
Man.
hyped for pins.
plush.
Because they're mentioning like this unbranding aspect of it, so I'm thinking like, what a souvenir popcorn bucket that's
Look
Star
like something
Wars,
you would
but not
carry, like
Disney
maybe
World.
like Chewbacca's satchel thing, or you know,
They're gonna say Chewbacca's head.
Oh,
yeah, like things like that.
That
I
already
think
happened.
they did the Chewbacca.
Yeah, that would
one,
be-
Yeah.
But
That
it
was a
wasn't
cup.
fuzzy.
It was a Stein, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, they play the same
so
Cantina
excited.
song over and over. No, supposedly it's a 3-hour loop.
Oh,
DJ
Wow.
Rex has a 3-hour loop. Yeah.
I'd buy that.
So repeatability, reason to come back. They've really thought this out.
It took them a long time to release Dora soundtrack,
To
and
release
I'm
what?
wondering the soundtrack for Pandora.
Oh,
I'm
that's
wondering because there's going to be like new music in the land and such, like if they're going to do that or if they're going to wait like 2 years like before.
Well, let's. I want to go through. Let's go through the photos we have since we've loaded those all in, and I want to use those to sort of make sure we've hit on everything we need to hit on. This is the roasters. What is it? What is it? Whose roasters is it? I can't remember the first name.
Kenny Rogers.
I knew. I knew it. He was in American Adventure, right? Kenny Rogers.
Delicious.
Kenny and Roy Rogers, the hosts of the American Adventure.
Ronto.
Ronto Roasters. Yeah, there it is. Is the droid there? I don't think it's in the old concept. That concept art's been around forever. That was like one of the first pieces we got. But that's Ronto's Roasters. I don't think we have more to say about that. Oh, that's old. I mean, that's it. Actually, that's not even art. That's the waiting area. That's before load while you wait to get your group called. That's unbelievable. I mean, look at that interior. That is looks as much like the interior of the real
awesome.
Falcon
Oh, it's
as it
spot
could.
on. Yeah, this is gonna be insane.
I don't think they're projecting on that table.
Probably not. No.
Yeah. So this is just concept art of the Falcon going to Batu.
The other reason to pay to get in there early is you're seeing it in pristine shape too.
Oh yeah, that's any
Yeah.
three.
good
'cause,
call,
like,
Nick.
we knew
Before
when
the
I did.
feature.
There's a reason I did 70 something hours in Pandora in previews
Yeah.
because I knew the world was going to ruin it. Yeah, I mean Pandora's held up surprisingly well, other than the squirt bug thing. But
Oh, is that not?
They don't squirt anymore?
they're not even there. They've been removed to be fixed. The bugs are all broken. It's a mess. It's. You should read the maintenance report.
But that's not something from somebody touching it.
No,
That's
it's
just
just
it
busted.
breaking down. Yeah.
That's the ship. That's the Docking Bay 7 food truck,
Oh,
essentially, I believe. Yeah.
Looks so good.
This is the antiquities store. I think this is Doc Ondar's.
Yeah, I like how you can see
That's
a
cool.
Skeleton.
Wampa fur hanging on the
Yeah.
far right. on the wall.
And looking at this, like you
Those
can't
are
really
coasters.
tell what's a display and what's a prop. Like,
No.
so what's going to be for sale? Like, if it's out of reach, is it not for sale? And then will everything in reach be an item? And how are they going to do stock? Because it's supposed to be like rare antiquities. Is it going to be like one item on a shelf, and then when someone buys it, they like wait for you to leave and put another one out? Like that's, I mean, that's a serious question.
Probably.
Yeah.
It's a serious question. We don't know.
If it's if you could take it off the shelf, you could buy it.
This
Are
is
they all
the
going to be behind
droid.
glass? Maybe.
This is the droid. Was it droid? Not factory. Droid something.
It looks like a
I don't
lineup.
have all these names in front of me. This is where you build the droid.
Droid Depot.
Droid Depot.
So this is, you'll see, like they're I mean, that railing is Q. So you're gonna like come around
Yeah.
the queue and then you go up one side of that table and that's where you build the droid.
Oh, look at this.
This is my favorite interior. I just think it's the coolest thing.
All the parts hanging from the ceiling.
Yeah.
Will
and
that
this
really be
is
natural
the
lighting?
coolest concept? Is that going to be a skylight? Probably not. It probably can't be. In Florida?
It looks like it's open.
It does, but it's Florida. There's got to be glass there.
Look at the Jawas walking around.
Yeah. And the real question is how much atmospheric entertainment is there really? How many creatures and robots are actually just going to be moving around? Is it a giant fleet? Is it going to feel really inhabited, or are you going to have to fight to interact with somebody? Like,
So,
that's the question.
Really, kind of a geeky comment here, but I wish that wasn't an orange and white BB unit like in there, because
that might just be for the art.
okay, because I mean that's BB-8 and they it's
Yeah.
supposed to be kind of unique.
Well, you can build one that looks like BB-8. Maybe that's just what
Yeah.
they're kind of
That R5 is somebody's too. That's
the
important.
one
Yeah,
from
that's the one from Hope.
New Hope.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the one that explodes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm less concerned about that one being in there because Poe says like BB-8's one of a kind, and I'm just saying.
You don't want.
You
Poe to
should
a
be in the
liar?
Lucas story group. man.
Specifically says it.
All right, next slide. Ogas, we've seen this. I'm really wondering if they got the floating.
I want to drink out of a horn like that.
I think that might be
Yeah.
one of the souvenir containers. Who knows?
That'd be great.
Supposedly they were working on floating coasters, not for you to use, but the stuff behind the counter, because it couldn't be touched. If anyone touched it, it fell. I don't know if they figured it out or not.
Well, they have a
that was-
floating rock from Pandora.
Yeah, but have you played with the one in the living room? It just like if you breathe on it, the rock falls. It's not really great. So this is the lightsaber building thing. I haven't memorized these names yet.
I like the guy behind the counter.
Let's get him on the dating game. Michelle, are you into crystals?
I like that they have the purple one available.
Yeah.
There should be a lot of choices. Should be a fair amount of choices, and these should be far more premium than the ones being sold in the lightsaber building
That's what I'm
activity
hoping.
currently. Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you think they're going to do like the matching, like if you go to pick up one and then yours is purple because your aura or whatever is purple, you know what I mean?
That's not how this works. This isn't Harry Potter.
Well, that's
Well,
what I was asking.
So how it works in Star Wars is you get like a tour and you pick a crystal that speaks to you, a kyber crystal. The kyber crystal is what goes in the lightsaber, is what makes it function.
But do you know if it's going to be blue or orange or?
I would guess based on the crystal. Is that a fair thought, Nick?
Yeah, it is based on the crystal.
Yeah.
100%.
So the color of
yes.
the crystal would be the color of the blade, no?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's supposedly
Yeah.
the red crystals, the Sith are the only ones with the red crystals because they're dark.
Well, we said the names of the
Which
crystals earlier.
turns
Yeah,
out,
it's the. Then one of them speaks to the Sith, and the other ones are just kind of their own things. But one of them is just kind of not even Sith or Jedi. One of them's just kind of like.
Here's the color.
That's the gray one, probably.
It's
that,
gray. The gray magic band and the gray lightsaber. Oh man.
No, that's what Ahsoka wields.
Hers is gray.
She has a. Yeah, hers is gray.
I feel like Nick wants to fight about this.
I mean, white or gray. Yeah.
All right.
Oh man, since Nick named his dog Ahsoka.
You want to go
Great
into
character.
costumes?
Hold on. hold
Okay.
on.
Okay.
I mean,
We have to talk about
that's the cool thing. Like, I wonder if you could, get the replica hilts or something like that too. They'll probably match them after some of the Jedis.
I would bet.
Yeah.
Supposedly, there's only 14 stations in here. It's gonna be rough.
So it is an individual experience then. It's not like free for all.
Yeah, no, that's your table. So see how they're kind of like separated by table there? You have like a
Yeah,
workstation.
yeah.
You are not going down an assembly line, which I think is a much nicer experience.
Yeah.
And then the guy will interact with you. Again, I think it's you're going to be spending a lot more money, but it's going to feel worth it. You're going to get these memorable experiences. I like how they're showing just kids doing it, like that's going to happen.
All men in
Yeah,
their
of course it
30s
will.
and 40s.
Yeah.
That dad's like, give me that back.
That's great, honey. I'm gonna take that now.
All right, let's move. What else you got in there?
I got costumes.
We can look at the costumes real quick. That was this week.
I got drinks, food.
I like the costumes. I don't know why people are freaking
I
out.
do too.
I don't get it.
Yeah.
Great.
They're fine, yeah.
I mean,
You know,
there's
it's
no
fun.
go
It's
back
so
one.
weird. Yeah.
There's that's the guy who runs the Star Wars Playboy magazine.
Hiccup from How to Train Your Dragon. The costume.
Batu Hefner.
But
Wow.
wow, it's fantastic. All right, keep going.
New
Good job,
character.
man.
She works at Maharaja Jungle Trek. Keep going. This is Rain in L.A. Is that the maternity
Kinda like
costume? I
Rail
don't
Yeah, that's,
know.
that's awful.
I got
It's
these
real
ones.
bad. Well, those
This is
are
merchandise.
sold. Those are merchandise. So those
Yeah.
are, you'll get at the Resistance thing. You can pick up. I like the jacket.
I
The jacket's
know.
neat.
Yeah, that jacket's nice.
Yeah. I think I'm buying an orange jacket. So it's Legion, the 709th Legion, and there will be specific merchandise for this Legion of Stormtrooper, which I think is fantastic. I love that even getting into stuff that's like the recognizable stuff, they are doing something that will separate it. So even if you buy Stormtrooper merchandise, it will be separated with this 709. That makes it different from Stormtrooper merchandise you'll get anywhere else. I think that's wonderful. I like that. This is Nick and I. As soon as
Totally.
so that over there we always our droid. It's a droid in a box. And our mechanic shirt and our mechanic hat. It's like Cars Land but Star Wars.
Too good.
Yeah.
You want to talk about the droids?
Yeah, you got them?
Yeah, go.
Oh, I love them. So you saw, if you go back to one picture, we know the scale. Like, look at it next to the guy. I mean, that's at least 12 inches tall. So go back. So these are big, and I think that's amazing because they've done so little in this scale. I think this is the neatest thing. And that Captain Rex. I can't wait to see the C-3PO. I think it's
And
Yeah,
Rex
very
is
interested in
great.
what that's gonna look like.
yeah, they're really cool. Nick can probably tell me what these things are, or any of you, for that matter.
Well,
I don't know. What
those look like statues from the Jedi Temple.
Okay.
And then-
Someone said it was the Sith
It might be
Oscars.
Sith. It might be the Sith. Actually, those might be.
I think
from
this
the
is
Sith
all
Temple.
Sith.
Yeah.
This is all.
That's one
Sith.
of
Yeah,
the
that goes to the
crystals.
green book too.
Yeah.
That's one of the crystals down there, right?
Goes to green
For the
book.
lightsaber.
I
Right?
like
They might be
I
the
like
ones
the
from
concept
Palpatine's
of-
office.
Mm.
I like the idea that somebody had heard of Darth Maul and then sculpted this and like, we could sell this.
Yeah.
Put in a store.
And that looks like, I guess that's a red kyber crystal down there, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What is the urn?
That's
Bastards.
I don't know what the urn is.
Oh.
the book and the other thing in the foreground. I do believe those were plot points in Rebels, Nick. If I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, the book. Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I think a book from Rebels or Clone Wars. Yeah, I think it was from Rebels. Showed up in Last Jedi in the
Yeah.
cave there.
That's
Yeah.
right.
There are your holocrons. There are your 4 kyber crystals, too.
Mhm.
So there you see red,
Yeah.
blue, green, purple. Michelle, what color are you getting?
Purple.
Yeah? There you go. There are your hilts.
Yeah, they look good. And the
They
little
do.
stand, you get the stand. That's great.
Yeah. Well, for $150, whatever it is. I am in love with this Tauntaun.
Yes.
I need,
Yeah.
I need to
It's
hug
great.
it. I need to hug it and squeeze it.
I love the toad from Jedi.
I want the toad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The toad's cool. I'm just tired of the latex creatures. I have so many of them. They don't hold up well either. These are garbage. I don't like
These
them.
are
I hate them.
Really?
No, go back. I hate them. The porg is,
I like
is so
those.
bad it's good.
Yeah, he looks.
I like the
But
fat
is-
faced porg.
So they remind
Isn't it
me.
like what
were you gonna
Ray
say?
had.
Right.
They're handmade, yeah.
What Ray had and the Stormtrooper.
I just think
from,
they look like itty bitties from Hallmark.
from Rogue One
I
as
agree.
well.
Oh, they definitely look like
Yeah.
that. Yeah.
They're itty bitties.
I
They're
like the
Funkos
little
as
toy.
plushes.
I like the little toad toy, or whatever the creature is at the bottom.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I also like the Finger and Dan and the modal nodes instrument. I
Instruments.
absolutely need that.
Yeah.
I don't know what I'll do with it, but I have to have it.
Sounds about right.
We can do a whole bit where all four of us are the modal nodes. Let's do it.
Oh boy.
All right.
There's Laughing Yoda. So this is the
Santa
Jedi
Yoda.
collection to
What's
match your.
with you?
Yeah.
Can I ask a serious question? Who's buying the horned guy?
Yeah.
I don't. No one likes that
you know.
guy.
No.
Plo Koon? Sure.
Yes.
Yeah.
Mace Windu and Yoda?
Yes.
Absolutely. Who's buying horn guy?
It should have been Shakti.
Who is horn guy anyway? What's his name? Do we
Hang
know?
on, we have
Not
we
much.
have expert Thomas Kiernan here to help us with
Oh
this.
boy.
Okay, well, on the side here, the fellow with the thing who looks like he's wearing a gas mask. That's a Jedi Master Plo Koon.
Oh, we know
I
who
was
that
saying
is.
Koon.
We know who that is.
We
We're
don't
looking
know
at-
the other horn
I
guy.
I don't know. He doesn't.
See, nobody
Oh,
knows. They're gonna sell this. People who love Star Wars don't even know
Yeah,
who
I
this
don't know
guy
his name.
is.
Yeah, Nick's looking.
That's Sais Tien.
What?
Sais Tien.
It's
Oh,
Poon
someone
to
actually
Boo
said
Boo.
it.
Yeah, so it's
Yeah.
Babu.
Oh my God.
In the Force, there is
Oh.
no end.
What are the two
Yeah.
statues?
Kiadi
that-
Mundi would have been better.
Coyote Mundi, I would buy. That's the guy with the egg head, right?
It is Coon.
It's Coon.
It
It's
is
Plo
Plo
Koon.
Yeah.
Not Kloon.
You made me second guess myself there.
Kit
Reverse-
Fisto would have been the way to go.
Kid Fisto, he never shows up. Yeah, I would have bought
Exactly.
Kid Fisto. Yeah, for sure.
What's the lobster guy name from Solo?
Lobster
Oh,
guy.
Scissor Punch.
Durham Scissor
Did you already
Punch.
mention
There's
Ural
that.
Poof? The guy
Who?
with the Ural Poof?
Oh, the
one with the long neck.
My- Oh, what was the game? What was
I
the
love
game
that
you
guy.
used to play on Jedi Hero Princess?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
What was it? Jedi Master?
Jedi Master or Asian leader,
Diplomat?
world leader. Yeah.
Wait. Come on. Come here and tell him. You found his name?
So good.
Yeah, it was good.
Oh, we're running out of time here. Let's keep blowing through these real quick.
There you go.
We have his name, if you care.
What's the name?
What's the name, Tom?
Sayasi Teen. It's
Yeah.
spelled very
I
weird.
said that.
Yeah, he said that.
His last
Oh,
name
okay.
is with two N's. Master
We were too busy Googling.
That's what I said.
Robes. They're your robes.
Sorry, dude.
Moving to food.
Oh, I don't care.
Oh, there's your shrimp.
Yes, that's what I wanted to
Very
know. It looks
Satuli
good.
Canteen.
Glass
Yeah,
noodles.
right.
Yeah, it looks almost the same.
Watch out, those glass noodles are sharp.
Hot dog tacos.
Yeah, what is happening here?
JJ Binks.
I didn't try that. That's probably
JJ
delicious
Binks and
flatbread.
some Mio next to it. Yeah, that's the sausage thing.
Oh, that looks
That's
good.
good.
That looks like chicken.
It all looks
And like yellow broccoli.
Yep.
That's cauliflower.
Cauliflower?
Oh, there's the
Okay.
popcorn thing.
Literally,
This
never-
is what I'm
is that-
hiding for right here.
Who wants some potpourri?
Is that
Oh,
going to
it
be pop
looks so
secret
good.
like the rest of the parks?
I would assume.
Yeah.
But salty
Yeah, I
sweet
guess so.
popcorn.
I think
Oh,
it's
there's the
Uh,
blueberry.
What is
probably
that?
the kettle corn. Yeah.
Oh, ribs.
That's,
That's
a
the one with
rib.
the blueberry
Yeah.
rub or whatever.
Can you get
yeah.
kettle corn anywhere at Disney?
I think it's just regular.
in bags,
Yeah.
right?
You can get it
They're
at
in some of
Canada.
the stores.
Yeah.
I bought you some, Nick.
That's right. Yeah. Yeah.
I bought you some.
Yeah.
All right, keep going.
Carrots.
Oh,
By
look
the way,
out.
what is going on with the sporks? Why is no one mentioning the sporks? It's the weirdest thing.
That looks alien.
That looks like
So,
a square.
you think
chicken.
we'll get-
Oh, there's the chocolate cake.
You think we'll get regular like
Yeah.
plates and silverware like Sotuli Canteen?
I think that's the
Yeah.
plate right there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's pretty.
Yeah.
paper straws?
That would be amazing if that's the bowl.
Of course, paper straws.
Drinks.
Yeah.
Those look like they're gonna fall off.
Oh, they love these smoking drinks, man. That's the
Oh
new thing.
yeah.
Glowing and smoking.
Yeah. These glasses are cool though. I like that.
So
everybody-
much stuff is
Little
gonna
cups.
walk
I
away.
have a dog
Yeah.
biscuit on
There
it.
is a
dog
half.
treats.
Yeah,
There is
what
a
is
half
that
of
about?
a lime in that drink.
That's
Yeah.
the Rancor.
They're definitely.
The Rancor has a.
Oh,
the bone is for the Rancor.
Oh, that's the bloody Rancor.
Yeah, absolutely.
And is that a whole
All right,
bone.
good call.
Yeah, what is the? Is it
Good
blue
call.
milk and a donut?
Sure.
I'm
It
on
looks like they
board.
just
No, the
squeezed
blue
a
milk
donut
is
around the
only
lip of
from the milk truck. This is something similar.
Mm. I think there is a bantha drink. There's your milk. Yeah.
Yeah.
Gross.
I think they
No, it
botched
doesn't.
this. I think the vegetable milk is a mistake.
Ugh. It
This
just sounds
can't-
disgusting.
This can't be good.
Like I went and got fresh juice today,
Yeah.
and it was green, but that's not milky green.
The
like,
blue milk at Sci-Fi when they used to do the breakfast was fantastic.
Yeah, it's raspberry milk.
Yeah. It's a shame.
I think it'll be fine.
I don't know. I don't trust
Sounds
this.
gross.
Well, where can we get?
I'm
plant-based
excited
milk?
for it.
And that's all of
No,
them.
and I'm fired. That's it.
And that's it.
All right, that's everything.
That's all of them.
I'm so hyped.
Okay. Well, yeah, I mean today was amazing. I mean, this is an incredible preview. Obviously, there is so much more to see than what we saw today, but I think I think it's a good start.